You are listening to Kingdom Builders Radio. Turn it up! Bringing you some of the greatest music in hip-hop, rock, and contemporary Christian. You may not hear these songs on normal radio. Tell your friends to tune in now. You're listening to Kingdom Builders Radio on PraiseAustin.com.
You know what, man? I bless God for the sisters of the faith. They don't get a lot of credit. But on this track, we're gonna go ahead and exalt God for their sacrifice, right? Let's get it. Shout outs to single sisters, not looking for misters and mischief, but more concerned with doing the thing on the king's wish list. This is an ode to you. I hope this truth singleness is a gift that God's bestowed to you. And I am so impressed with how you crucify the flesh, keeping your body concealed. Modest as you dress, you're concerned for the young and the way that you protest the harlotry of media simply leaves many perplexed. So 3 shots to my sisters on the block. Evangelistic tactics, moving Christ over docks. In third world countries, I know that you can spot sisters of the faith, ensuring Christ is taught. I commend how you lay down your own rights to marry, to ensure that the cross of Christ is properly carried. In the spirit, it is truth that you mother many babies. Bless God for the satisfied single ladies. You're an amazing woman, so I bless God for you each day. You're an incredible example of my Lord's mercy and grace. I want to thank you, I love you, and I am here to say you're an amazing woman, amazing, yeah. Shout out to single moms, using their scarred psalms and their palms to heal the broken youth who have failed to find balm for their bruises. Often rejection cuts deep, but through the map of the tongue, the youth can find peace. So let's salute the mothers who preach truth, who made it their life's work to ripen their own fruit. The seed that you breed will soon bud its leaves. I pray by God's grace the nectar will leave you pleased. I appreciate the way that you grind and find time to prune the future by keeping kids in line. And your common sayings that flood all of our minds like a hard head makes us soft behind. So ode to mothers who keep food in the cupboard and choose to play dad instead of their fallen lovers. You taught us to seek Christ, a true beacon of light. So in honor of your memory, the sun will shine bright. You're an amazing woman, so I bless God for you each day. You're an incredible example of my Lord's mercy and grace. I want to thank you, I love you, and I am here to say you're an amazing woman, amazing, yeah. So all the married ladies, you do more than mass-produce babies. We honor your commitment to seeking God on the daily, cause marriage can get crazy, but you have chose to war in the rivers of living water just like the Navy. And those skies are hazy, you refuse to bail, holding firm to the faith that the Father gave thee. I salute the married mothers in ministry who understand that marriage is much more than chemistry. They honor the Godhead and love the chief priest, and anoint their family as the house sleeps, and raise their children to grip tight to the cross of peace, and take time to improve their own ministry. So 4 shots to my 5-star queens who do more than cook and keep the house clean. You have helped encourage those who pursue the King of Kings, and through humility you've exalted Elohim. You're an amazing woman, so I bless God for you each day. You're an incredible example of my Lord's mercy and grace. I want to thank you, I love you, and I am here to say you're an amazing woman, amazing, yeah. What is good, God's people? It's your boy Jay Nice, the Kingdom Builder, trying to build the King strong by playing all his theme songs alongside my co-host. And you are listening to Kingdom Builders Radio. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at JNiceToKB and Instagram at JNiceToKB, as well as...
My Twitter is at Jackie_Higgs, that's Higgs, and Instagram is at Jackie Higginbottom, JackieHigginbottom, and that's all the rapping you'll get from me.
And the award for the longest Instagram name goes to... Man, we're super excited here at Kingdom Builders Radio today. We have an exceptional guest, man, that I am thrilled about interviewing and about sharing with today. So Jackie, tell the people who we have.
We have Miss B. Rose out of California. Say what's up, B. Rose.
Hey, how you guys doing? Thanks so much for having me. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, Jackie already has a list of things she wants to ask you, and I'm going to interject even here and there just for some things, but we definitely want to get to your heart as well as your ministry. So, Jackie, take it off.
Awesome.
Okay, I'm totally going to start off with some girly questions, okay?
Awesome.
Because you have I personally think you have a unique style. I love the way you dress. At South by Southwest, I noticed you had like the Kanye West shoes, and some guys were like, "Oh, dude, she has the Kanye West shoes," and you're like, "They were the twos." And I was like, "Of course she's styling." So my question, I kind of got a two-part question. The first one is,
Okay.
Where do you like to shop?
That's a good question. Man, I know, like most women, I don't have just one particular place. But since I travel so much, I've started shopping online just because I'll see stores in other states that I don't have here. And I just have to have, certain stuff that they have. But what I've recently discovered is that different, stores in the malls have different buyers at different malls. So I've found some stores that I really like Charlotte Rue. I only like this one store. The buyers at this one store, it's like an hour outside of Sacramento. So I won't go in any Charlotte Rue because they just don't have stuff I like. But this one store has buyers that I like, and this H&M that I like. So I'm really particular about that. And I've actually started looking at season numbers. So you can, if you buy stuff from department stores, you can look on the tag. It'll say the season number that it's in. And so I've really been into my new thing is buying stuff that's in season. So, but yeah, I love department stores. I just love to find things that are popular, like the Yeezys. Which the Yeezys I didn't even know were popular. It's so funny. I actually saw them online, and I was like, man, those shoes are so cool because they're all red. Every part of the shoe is red. And so apparently they turned out to be a big hit, and I had no idea, so I can't even take credit for that. But
Right.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things that I wanted to ask, actually, is because I noticed since your music ministry has really been taking off lately, and people have really been seeing you as a source of influence. I see a lot of girls dressing like you. Down to the beanies and the varsity jackets and the sneakers.
That's cool.
And things like that. And so I wanted to ask you, when you look into a crowd and you see something like that, does the influence that you have on a lot of these people's lives, does that kind of scare you, or do you take it on as a challenge to where you're honored? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't even really get a chance to really see all that from up there. But it is a little bit scary, but at the same time, it is an honor. But I don't think I pay so much attention to it. I gotta, show them the way to do this. I kind of just be myself and let God do what He's gonna do. Just because I don't want that to be what I put all my time into thinking about.
Right.
But yeah, I think it's cool. It's definitely an honor. When I first got into this, I had no idea that I was going to be a role model type of person. I just didn't really think about that, and I didn't even realize that young girls would be drawn to my music. And so I think, especially with my writing, you'll hear geared toward them maybe a little bit more with this new album, because I am aware now who my audience is more than others. So it kind of took me by surprise, but I am honored at the same time. So it's just a day-by-day process, taking it step by step,
Excellent.
So I noticed that you started singing when you were 6 years old, or really young. When did you start developing, when did you notice that you also wanted to write songs?
Yeah, it's so crazy. It's an actual distinct point in my life when I realized that. So I always wanted to sing, and then when I was 8 years old, I actually met someone. So there's this lady at the church that I went to when I was a kid, and she was a songwriter through ASCAP, so she was legit, and I just asked her so many questions because, I just wanted to do everything music. I was very musically drawn to music, and I asked her, how do you write a song? And she told me, well, I sit down and I say, God, I need a song. And she's like, I get my recorder, I get my paper out, and God just begins to give me a song, and I just start writing it. And I was like, really? Like, that's how you do it?
Right.
And she's like, yeah. And so I was like, cool. So I went home that night and I prayed. I was like, Lord, whatever I prayed, like, I want to learn how to write. Give me the gift of writing. I want to write songs. And the next day I woke up and I had some rap beats from my friend's uncle, and they were not the best best tracks, but there was something, and back then we didn't have YouTube, and I could just get online and SoundClick and stuff like that. We didn't have access to stuff like that, and so those tracks were gold to me, and I just began to write. Lord, give me the songs. I prayed what she said, and I wrote my first few songs, and from that day I was a songwriter, and I performed those songs. At 8 years old, like, I wrote them, I performed them. I made a demo in the group that I was in, and I've grown so much from that. But God, still to this day, that's how I write my songs. God give me a song, and He pours into me what He wants to say, and through the gift He's given me, it comes out in my own little style. So it's really awesome. It's really, really awesome.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Well, look, we're going to take a brief music break and get into some more music from V Rose, and we will be right back.
Convinced that your ways are better. I'm not on the fence. Who distributes joy? Who sets the soul free? Who can forgive sin? Jesus, who died for me? Yes, it's true that I've been captured by your love. I've been captured by your grace. I've been covered by your blood. I was lost, but now I'm found. Yes, it's true, you hold me down. Jesus, here's my white flag. I surrender right now. Jesus, here's my white flag. I surrender right now. I surrender right now. I surrender right now. Jesus, here's my white flag. I surrender right now. Right now. Right now. I surrender right now. Run away or go take a hiatus. When the descendant of David's proven he is the greatest. You see, he mediates, he is the mediator. Now I am so free. What a sweet savior.
I found a real love and he is my ransom. Not gonna escape, I'm gonna stay. I'm captured now, but I'm so free. And I finally know that I'm where I'm supposed to be. So I raise my hand, I get on my knees. There's nothing like the day the Spirit captured me, and there's no one greater. I surrender, I don't need another savior. I'm never gonna run. My ship was a wreck, I couldn't pay the debt, and I lost all my treasure. So I hit the deck. When I saw your banner, I knew I'd never run, and I'm staying forever.
Now I'ma tell the world, tell them, I'ma tell it everywhere I go. Tell the world, tell them, yeah, I'm a billboard. Tell the world, and I'm broadcasting like a radio. Tell the world you ought to know, I'm brand new. I know one thing's true, I don't even really deserve to know you, but I'm a witness that you did this and I'm brand new. So I'm ready to go, and I'ma tell the world what they need to know. A slave to myself, but you let me go. I tried getting high, but it left me low. You did what they could never do. You cleaned up my soul and gave me life, I'm so brand new, and that's all that matters. I ain't love you first, but you first loved me. In my heart I cursed you, but you set me free. I gave you no reason to give me new seasons, to give me new life, new breathing. But you hung there bleeding, you died for my lies and my cheating, my lust and my greed. What is a man that you mindful of him? And what do I have to deserve this loving?
Trying to make the moments last, holding on to the past, but like a hero in a dream, Christ came and he rescued me. Now I'ma tell the world, tell the world, tell them. I'ma tell it everywhere I go. Tell the world, tell them. Yeah, I'm a billboard, tell the world, and I'm broadcasting like a radio. Tell the world you wanna know, I'm brand new.
I can't offer you nothing, but your carrot kindness keep coming, and your love is so unconditional. I get butterflies in my stomach. I got the old me in the rear view, got a new me, got a clear view. I was so dead I couldn't hear you, too deep in sin to come near you, but you drew me in, you clean me up, to take me home, beam me up. Before you do, just let me tell the truth and let these folks know that I done seen your love, and it's everlasting, infinite. It goes on and on, you can't measure it, can't quench your love, that can't separate us from the love of God. There's no estimate. My face look the same, my frame and rearranged, but I'm changed. I promise ain't the same. Your love so deep, you suffered and took pain. You died on the cross to give me a new name. Ain't nothing like I seen before. I got a beam and glow. I was low down and dirty, but you clean me, Lord. You adopted me, you keep rocking me. I'ma tell the world and ain't nobody stopping me.
Trying to make the moments last, holding on to the past, but like a hero in a dream, Christ came and he rescued me. Now I'ma tell the world, tell the world, tell them. I'ma tell it everywhere I go. Tell the world, tell them. Yeah, I'm a billboard, tell the world, and I'm broadcasting like a radio. Tell the world you wanna know, I'm brand new.
So therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he's a new creation. The old has passed away. Behold, the new has come. Yeah, I'm brand new.
I'ma tell the world, tell them. I'ma tell it everywhere I go. Tell the world, tell them. Yeah, I'm a billboard, tell the world, and I'm broadcasting like a radio. Tell the world you wanna know, I'm brand new.
Hey, what's up? This is V Rose, and you're listening to Kingdom Builders Radio.
What is good, God's people? It's your boy Jay Nice, the Kingdom Builder, trying to build the King's throne by playing all his theme songs alongside my co-host
Jay Higgs.
And we are Kingdom Builders Radio, man. We're super excited. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter at JNiceToKB, as well as
At Jackie_Higgs, and on Instagram at Jackie Higginbottom.
Hey, oh, your microphone is like super far. Yeah.
Wow.
And we're super excited as well because the special guest that we have today is V Rose. V Rose, what's good, sis? How are you?
What's going on, everybody?
Hey, well, this is awesome because like right before we left, we started talking about fashion. We started talking about your influence, and then we started talking about just basically how you became a songwriter and how your music development started. So that leads perfectly into my next song, my next question, because you were speaking a lot about praying to the Lord that He would give you the songs and the music to write. So I wanted to ask you, what was your introduction to the Christ?
Oh, how I got saved?
Yes.
Funny, I just never heard that question posed like that.
That's Jay Nice for you.
Well, I grew up in church, and I know that's not, how you get saved, but so I was always taught about God, to love God, respect God, and how to pray and stuff like that, which I'm really grateful for. And then there sort of comes a point in your life, I think, where, you have to know God for yourself, and your parents can no longer, pull you. And that was when I was 16, and I I was in a worship service at my church, and my mom asked me to come up and sing. Now, my mom always used to ask me to come up and sing. Ever since I was really little, she never wanted me to be afraid to sing because she was afraid when she was younger, and she missed out on a lot of opportunities because of it. So she always taught me not to be afraid. But I never liked it. I was always like, no, I don't. It was always on the spot, and how that feels. It just feels really uncomfortable.
Like when you're a little kid, your parents
she asked me to come up and sing, but it was a worship service, so I couldn't do, my pop music, or was probably more R&B at the time, because it just wasn't the right setting, and so I was sort of forced to, really rely on God for what to do. So I just completely surrendered. I just lifted my hands and I just began to sing just from my heart. And at that moment when I surrendered to God, God just showed me His love and really changed my heart in the way that I thought about everything. And I remember after that, I remember telling my mom, I get it now. I get everything. I'm not supposed to live for myself. I'm supposed to live for Him. And I really believe that that's when I understood my salvation. And it was a beautiful thing, because before that, whenever anyone would say, you have an awesome music ministry, or they would say stuff like that to me when I was a kid, I was always like, no, this is not a ministry. I'm just doing music. I really didn't like that. And then God just changed my heart, and I had so much joy about it, understanding, why I am here, why I was given a gift, and what I'm supposed to do with it. So I was 16 years old. That's what happened for me.
Wow.
That's awesome. 16. So now you're probably 20 something. And I love how you were saying, those records were gold, or those beats were gold. We didn't have that back then. You're 80 years old. Guys, she's young. She's young. She lives for the glory of God. I love hearing a testimony about teenagers just serving God. So at your salvation at 16 years old unto where you're at now, 2014, what has the road been like for your Christian walk and doing, your music ministry? What's it been like?
Yeah, man, two very awesome things joined together. So from then, I went on to make a demo. I started recording when I was 15, and I met an awesome producer by the name of Spec.
Shout out to Spec.
Shout out to Spec. You guys know him. I actually met him as an artist. He was doing a little bit of touring with Mary, and I just thought he was amazing. I had all his CDs. He was in a group at the time, and a friend of mine was saying that I should, go to his studio. He's a producer, so I went in there, and the group I was in went in there, and I was just so impressed, with the way he did everything. I'd worked with a lot of other producers that just didn't really know what to do with me as an artist, and a lot of people just didn't really believe in my sound. I know I needed a lot of development, but Spec, looked at me and saw, what I could be. And so he wanted to sign me to a management deal and a development deal. And so I ended up working with him. I was a minor at the time, so my dad really liked him. My dad really wanted me to go with him, and among all the other people. So to try to keep it short, I went through development for about 5 years. I'm always developing. I'm still developing, but a lot of development. He taught me how to sing in the studio, how to sing live, how to write, but not just how to write. I already know how to write, but he taught me how to power write, when you just don't put just any word. You make sure it's the right word, and is it the best word, and does it make sense, and are you talking in the first person through the whole song, or are you talking, you know what I'm saying? There's so much you have to think about to make the song a whole. The difference between a verse and a bridge and a chorus and a pre-chorus and a vamp and a post-hook and all that. And then he taught me the business. He took me to every business meeting and made sure that I was sitting at the table and made sure that I understood the industry, because, a lot of artists get the short end of the stick in the industry because they're just an artist. And so he wanted to make sure that, if this is really what I wanted to do as a career, that I walked away from it, knowing every part of it. And then he taught me how to, produce my own music. And so Oh, I owe so much to that guy. He's just taught me everything, and he's actually the one who met with Clearsight and, produced my whole album and turned it over. And then, of course, I met Clearsight, Flame, and Crystal, my absolute loving family, who have given me the most amazing deal. I have so much control over my music, and they care so much about it. And now I'm going on my second album coming out this year, and my walk with God I want to touch on that too, has really grown. When you become an artist and you travel all the time, and I literally mean all the time, I'm home, I'm home less time than I'm not home. And it really becomes you and God. And it's very important to have a church home and be in church. But if you're not able to, if your ministry's on the road, it really becomes you and God and your one-on-one relationship. And if you don't even have that, if you're just depending on your pastor to be, your relationship with God, then you're going to suffer and you're going to fall flat on your face when you get away from that structure. So it really was me, crying out to God, getting before God, strengthening my one-on-one relationship with God completely to survive spiritually. So it's been amazing. At first, it was a little bit of culture shock. It definitely was like, whoa, this is crazy. You have to accept that it's your life now. And then move on and deal with it and strengthen those muscles. So it's been crazy. I hope I'm not talking too much.
No, you're perfect. And that kind of leads me to another question I wanted to ask you. Like, there's always been a great debate with a lot of artists, especially lately. But I wanted to ask you, do you consider yourself to be an artist who is Christian or an intentional Christian artist?
I'm both. I am an artist who is Christian, and I do Christian music. But, I have heard a lot of debate about that. I'm not actually sure if they mean that I do music for Christians or I do music about Christ. Because music about Christ can be for everybody.
Right.
So I do music about Christ. It's for everybody. It's for people who are not saved, of course, because that's who I want to reach out to. And it's for people who are saved. I have messages for them, things I've gone through that they can relate to. That's why we tell testimonies, because to help others, get over what you've gotten over and encourage others. So it's both, I would say.
Awesome.
Excellent. Well, we have to take another brief music break. We are here on Kingdom Builders Radio with V Rose, and we'll be right back.
I saw you fall down. You know you messed up, and though you tried to, you couldn't get up. So you push your shade up, you pull your hood down, you put your guard up, and you keep your head down. Please
Salvation, you take it all away. That's right. All of my sin is gone. You take it all away. Say peace and in the storm. I ran away from you. Don't know where I went wrong. I'm running back to you, back to your open arms. It come a point in everybody's life where they gotta differentiate wrong and right. Can't run much longer with the trauma. Back-to-back sentences, no comma. Doing life, feel like it's doing me in like two letters before the P. Sin won't let us breathe and keep trying to drag me deep like a hell in a cigar so long you fall asleep. Been away from God so long I'm feeling weak. I ain't prayed in a million days, I can't reach. Feeling like the prodigal, Luke 1:5. Defeat an obstacle and the number one rise. Fell victim to that one for not reading the caption. The word of God is everywhere, but I ain't see it under there. Cause I ain't had it written on the tablet of my heart. Proverbs 7:3, a remedy for the dark. You instantly make a memory of my faults when I repent and plead guilty to the charge. You forget them and treat me like I never did them. If I'd have hit them, I'd have prolonged being forgiven so long. Thought I was so strong, but how can I be strong if I'm not renewing my mind daily? I'd be wrong. A gift given by the Lamb slain and risen. Oh, how the blood saved me from a sin that became a prison. Hey, you take it all away. Yeah, all of my sin is gone. Yeah, you take it all away. Say peace and in the storm. That's right. I ran away from you. Don't know where I went wrong. But I'm back. I'm running back to you. Back to your open arms. Hey, 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 hey. Open arms. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah. I'm hitting block spots and I'm MySpace and Facebook and all the way from here to Brooklyn. It's all vanity, borderline of insanity, and I ain't round the right people who gon' say something. At the party chasing Bacardi with orange juice. So much smoke the residue settle on the roof of my man coupe, pedal through the floorboard roof. I ain't even see the scoreboard move, but I know the devil's scoring on me like Jordan on me. I could've died, I mean his blessings still pouring on me. He let it rain on the just and the unjust. Difference is the unjust, call it dumb luck. I know what it is, but I render it irrelevant. Sick to my stomach, violating my covenant. Living in sin, hindering my development. Skin in my teeth on grace, ain't it evident? I'm a lost sheep, so when the Lord speak, I disobey. But it's okay, cause you still love me when I'm ugly. But because I love you, I discuss me. So now I walk away from my sin, and in you I find the strength to never go there again. The power of your spirit's in the word, so for me to hear it and to stay the same is absurd. Word. You take it all away. All of my sin is gone. You take it all away. Say peace and in the storm. I ran away from you. Don't know where I went wrong. I'm running back to you, back to your open arms. Hey, 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 hey. Open arms. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah.
You're listening to Kingdom Builders Radio on PraiseAustin.com.
What is good, God's people? This is your boy Jay Nice, the Kingdom Builder, trying to build the King's Throne by playing all his theme songs alongside my co-host
Jay Higgs. J to the Higgs?
No, that's not cool. And you are listening to Kingdom Builders Radio. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at JNiceyKB, as well as
at Jackie_Higgs.
And we have our sis V Rose on the line today.
Hey, what's going on? man.
I'm super excited. Like, you shared a lot today, and I'm thankful.
I
Like,
talk too much.
nah, it was a blessing, man. It really was a blessing because I feel like a lot of people will be severely encouraged by what you have shared and what's open about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I do have a couple of questions for you. So, as you know, my little girl Brooklyn is the hugest fan of your music that I've ever seen, and so I am, whether I want to or don't, have to listen to your CD at least every day of my life. So one of the things I want to say is, like, for me, just being a male who comes from a very strong Christian hip hop background, when I listen to your album, your newest project, the one song that I connect with the most is Dear Adam. And I wanted to ask you, like, what was the inspiration in that? And, like, it's not, like, to me, it's not a hip hop song at all, but it's just the most song that touches my heart the most. So I wanted to ask you, how did that come about?
Well, yeah, my music is not hip hop. It's actually pop. Pop is my genre. I know that gets confused a lot because I'm on Flame's label, which is actually not a hip hop label either. But you know, I'm in the hip hop genre so much, I can't help it. It's just, I don't know. But that song was actually my favorite song on the album as well, and it was inspired by there was a play that I was writing for called Holy Cry, and the character in the play was this hooded figure, and it was supposed to be Adam throughout the whole play, so it was sort of going along with the story of the play, and that's sort of what inspired me to write a song about Adam. And then when I got into taking on the persona of God, talking to Adam, it's actually a letter, and if you listen closely in the song, you'll hear writing on a paper, and God is just saying, you know, because, well, most of us feel like we have had a point in our life where we feel like I'm not good enough for God, and so, you know, you talk to people all the time who say, you know, I'll come to church when I'm ready, or I'll, you know, when I'm ready, and that's just so backwards, because, you know, you wouldn't go to the hospital, you know, once you were already healed. You go there to get healed, and so the whole point of the song is, like, God is our healer, and He wants us to come to Him, you know, as we are, and that's why He sent Jesus, so we can come now, and so that's what the whole point of the song, you know, is Him telling Adam, I sent my son so that you can come to me now, and so that you can come home, so that we can have that relationship back. And so that's what inspired the song, but that's what it's about, and it actually was my favorite song on the album.
Mine too.
Well, it's just, yeah.
That's awesome. I'm sorry, I say awesome a lot, like all day long.
Because you're
That's
awesome, Jackie. Because you're awesome, Jackie.
No, not awesome Jackie. Oh, I tried to use awesome Jackie, but it didn't work. So I really do appreciate you pouring out your heart, man. It really encourages me, and, like, I love hearing, you know, when people we don't know, we get a little bit of their inside of their life and get to hear about, you know, not just, oh, I do music, but your heart with your relationship with God. I think it's so important, like Jay was saying, to connect with you in that way. And so I do appreciate you sharing that. You absolutely did not talk too much, so I appreciate that. I love it. I want to keep hearing more, but of course we got to move on. So
Right.
that leads me to my next question, which is not super spiritual, so please forgive me.
Here we go.
No.
So I want to know, like,
Please.
what is it like making a music video? It's one thing, like, to have, like, your music on, like, the radio, but, like, to be seen, what is that like?
Oh my gosh. At first, it's really fun because you have no inhibitions. You don't know that people are going to dissect your video and talk about you. No, I'm just kidding. It's really cool. Planning for the video is fun. You know, shopping and figuring out what you want it to look like, and someone writes a script almost. It depends on the style of video. I worked on a video with Kel Mitchell, and he's actually a movie director, and he was an actor from Kenan and Kel. You guys probably know about him, but he is a Christian movie writer, and he wrote a script for my video, and when we did a read-through, it was almost like reading a little movie, and it was really, really cool, just seeing that all go into play. But it's fun. You have to kind of be an actor, though, so, you know, you have to practice what you're going to look like, because just like dancing, you know, if you're not a dancer and you start dancing, a real dancer might look at you and be like, you need to move, you need to make your movements bigger. So I think with doing music videos, you have to have a lot of self-awareness, because you think you're doing one thing with your face, but you look really dumb, or you look mean. That's my thing, is I always look mean when I think I'm looking cool. So I have to practice, like, my facial expressions. You guys are getting a real inside look at this right now. No, but you just have to practice your self-awareness to make sure that the message that you're sending is the correct one, because it's all about what is seen in the video. Everything. Like, I cannot tell you how many people have judged the video like, oh my gosh, she's wearing a red dress, and the dress was really orange and it just looks red in the video.
Right,
people think that you're trying to say something by wearing that, or you do something weird with your hand and they're like,
Illuminati.
That what she just did right there, it's like,
Yeah.
come on, I didn't plan that. You really think I planned that? Like,
Yeah.
how many takes I did? So, that's what I realized after doing the first couple of videos, is like, you have to be careful, because everything that you do and everything that's seen in the video is a message that people are taking away. So it's it definitely takes a team, but it's fun. It is fun.
Awesome. And you kind of touched on something else I was going to ask you about. So your video for, I think it was Battery, was directed by Kel Mitchell. And I've seen him everywhere in Christian hip hop lately, especially doing stuff with Willie Moore Jr., yourself, and Flame. Lecrae. And I wanted to ask you, like, how did that relationship start, or how was that introduction created?
Yeah, it's so funny. Kel's wife and I are really, really good friends. And she actually messaged me on Twitter, and she wanted me and Spec to work with her. She's a rapper, she's a Christian rapper, and she wanted us to work with her. So we ended up meeting with them, and we all just became like best friends. And we're really good friends with them. We're working on her music, and I think Spec scored a movie for Kel, and so Kel directed my music video, and we're producing her album, and we've been friends for a few years now. But it sort of started with, the music thing, like, hey, let's work together.
So do you have acting in your future? Any acting, any movies, or anything like that?
Yeah, I just did a movie. It's Restored Me, and it's a big movie. Access Hollywood came out and did a little thing on it, because Jennifer Lopez's boyfriend is in the movie, Casper Smart, and so, that's why they came out. They didn't come out for B-rolls. I just have a small part in it. I actually got to sing and perform one of the new songs from my upcoming album in May, and so that was really cool, and I got my own trailer and all that, and that was really neat. But I do want to do more movies, but, if you're going to be an actress and an actor, you have to sort of do it all the time to be good. So I'm gonna have to get in classes and constantly be going over stuff like that, and that's hard. So I think I'm just gonna stick to cameos right now, unless something really awesome comes along. But I do want to act. It's a lot of fun. It's cool to take a break from being the singer and sort of be the actor, but then I feel like I don't know what I'm doing, even though I've taken acting classes. It's just a whole new world. So it's scary.
Well, that sounds exciting, and I hope that you succeed in it.
I really just have one last question before we get out of here. Can you talk at all about the new album, about the title or the content of it?
Yes, well, the new album is coming out in May. I'm sorry, I was trying to think about something real quick. I'm not releasing the title yet, because I'm going to do a whole release with the cover. Okay. And so that's coming soon, probably within the next few weeks. But it is, if you guys heard my last album, it's different from my last album. I've really been into EDM music a lot, and I just love it. And I love, there's something really special and unique about it, and I think it's going to get bigger and bigger here in the U.S. It's really popular, like in Sweden and in Europe and stuff. So that's just where my heart is. It's still going to be, the passion that you guys, get from my music, but it's going to be over EDM. Of course, I have some slow joints, and it's just going to be an amazing album. I think my last album you guys heard, the self-titled D-Rose album, I started recording that maybe a few years before it came out, so my voice has grown. It's been out for 2.5 years, so it's going to be a huge vocal jump for me from 4 years ago to now. I think people might even listen to it and be like, wow, is that still the same girl? Because my voice has matured so much, and I've been doing a lot of vocal training and stuff. So I'm so excited about it. It's definitely Spec and I. It's our best work to date, and I'm actually still recording it. So I have a lot of work to do still, but it is. It's going to be great. I have a whole theme and everything that I want to talk about, but I can't. So we will have to interview before the release in May again and talk about the new project, because it's going to be wonderful.
That sounds awesome. And so one last question too. How can the people who maybe have never heard of you or are just being introduced to you, how can they keep in touch with you and follow your music ministry?
Yes, thank you so much. You guys can follow me on Twitter at VRose Music, VROSE Music, and the same thing goes for my Instagram at VRose Music. I'm probably always on Instagram just because it's just so much fun. Like pictures is amazing way to communicate. And my Facebook fan page at VRose Music. You can also check out our website, clearsightmusic.com. That's SIGHT. And there's always blogs and stuff up there, and the dates where we're going to be, when we're going to be in your city. If you see us, please come out and support. We'd love to meet you. We always stick around to meet everybody. Yeah, that's about it. And my music's on iTunes, of course, and anywhere else online you can find it, and it's in Family Christian bookstores as well. So.
Awesome. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Kingdom Builders Radio today with our special guest, V Rose. Make sure that you keep her in your prayers, keep her ministry in your prayers, as well as myself and Jackie here on Kingdom Builders Radio. Follow me on Twitter at JNiceyKB and Instagram at JNiceyKB, as well as
at Jackie_Higgs on Twitter and at Jackie Higginbottom on Instagram.
Oh, wait. Before we go, I got to say this too. Hey, Big, so my wife, you started following my wife on Instagram, and she went around bragging for 3 weeks how she was so much cooler than I am. So thank you.
I started following her, you said?
Yeah, you did. You started following her probably like last year sometime. And so like for 3 weeks, all I heard is how cool she was and how cool I wasn't. So thank you for that.
I'm gonna have to follow you. I only follow people that I know are, or they seem really cool. Like sometimes I'll follow fans who I just really connected. Like, man, I could be friends with you. I'll follow that person just to, if I see them, pray for them, tag them, be like, what's up? So I don't just follow everybody. I only follow certain people. But now that I've talked to you, had a conversation, I'll have to follow you. That's awesome.
No, you know what? Let her have that. Let her have that.
You said let her have that?
Yeah, no, she can have that victory right there.
He's totally lying. He's lying.
Awesome, man. And make sure you guys check us out on youtube.com/KingdomBuildersTV and youtube.com/KBMediaOnline. Jackie, hit him with it. What is the longest Twitter ever in history?
That's not Twitter, that's Instagram.
The longest Instagram in history.
At Jackie Higginbottom. JACKIEHIGGINBOTTOM. That is Instagram. Awesome. And that is long. My last name is 12 letters, dude.
That is pretty dope, though.
I can't believe. I think I have it memorized because I kind of lost my train of thought. But moving right along, V Rose, I just want to say thank you so much. You are such a sweet girl. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. You're such a blessing to the kingdom, and keep going strong. Just keep persevering. Keep going, because you are doing awesome things. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for having me and interviewing me and letting me talk as long-winded as I am. Thank you so much for putting up with that. But seriously, it was a blessing. Thanks for having me on.
All right. God bless y'all. You have a great night, and tune in with us every Monday and Saturday at 8 p.m. right here on PraiseAustin.com.
Beautiful, beautiful life.
Dear sister, I hear the place you at. I know it ain't nothing easy about going through that. There's a baby in your womb, but you wasn't trying to do that. You take it all back if you knew that, but you ain't have a clue that. That time with your boyfriend that late night, when you thought you was making love, that you would make life, and I was feeling unfair. Made it ain't like you ain't got a life. Shoot, the time it really ain't right. Can't quite tell you that I understand your pain, but I know you shouldn't feel discouraged and ashamed. And I know that baby in your stomach ain't game. He's got a heartbeat, he's back to grow a little brain. He's depending on his mama, God already knows his name. You're made in God's image and that baby is the same. Give him life.
Life inside, living, moving, breathing, so hope arise. God knew what he was doing when he gave beautiful, beautiful life, beautiful, beautiful life. When he gave beautiful, beautiful life, beautiful, beautiful life.
Dear brother, I know you're probably caught off guard by that seed in her stomach, so your heart aches hard. Feeling trapped like prisoners behind those bars. Their hands been dealt, but you don't wanna take those cards. Homie, stop and think about the choice. That baby in her womb, she ain't really got a voice, so she really needs her daddy to love her and rejoice. She's a blessing from the Lord, she don't need to be destroyed. Don't abandon her mama, love her and support her. She's in pain now too, she needs someone there for her, but don't let her hurt your baby girl alive in the womb. Cause homie, you'll be looking in her eyes pretty soon. Hey, don't get me wrong, look, I agree that we should give women rights. That goes for unborn women too. Give them life.
Life inside, living, moving, breathing, so live, hope arise. God knew what he was doing when he gave beautiful, beautiful life, beautiful, beautiful life. When he gave beautiful life, beautiful, beautiful life.
Dear friends, I know this probably hurts for those of you who wish you would've gave that baby birth, but it's too late now, cause your child ain't around. I know it hurts to your core, that guilt is weighing you down, but I've got good news and some healing for your hurts. Christ Jesus came, he descended to the earth, but he ain't come for good people or even the just. He came into the world just for sinners like us. So yeah, he's really grieved when we take our baby's life, cause he made him, but he came to save us from our plight. He came shining light that he can save us from our night. Erases all the shame, homie, he can make us right. Confess it and believe in the one who paid your cost. He died in your place, there's forgiveness at the cross. He can give us life.
Life inside, living, moving, breathing, so let hope arise. God knew what he was doing when he gave beautiful, 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 beautiful life, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful life, beautiful, beautiful life. Let it Don't be afraid. God himself gave you life. He'll be right there, right there, right there. Read on and weep, read on and weep.
He said us at the ring, he said us at the ring, said us at the ring, said us at the ring. See, he set us up to weak. There ain't no habit we can't shake. Nah. No addiction we can't kick. No personality trait that can keep us in them chains. Boy, I'm breaking out of mine. Sayonara to the world. Gotta leave it all behind. We really dead to the flesh. When it's knocking at the door, we ain't gotta say yes. Got the power to say no, so we do not lose heart. Though our bodies waste away, our inner man is being renewed. Day by day, 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 day.
Show me everything. See that ace up on my king. Nothing higher than my Jesus. Freedom and weep, cause he's giving me the best. Yeah, giving us the best. Man, nothing that can beat us.
Glad he put me on the team, and he did not pass me up. He's the dealer dealing hand, and gave the Saints the royal flush.
Oh, he started from the bottom, but he was at the top too. So winning ain't a problem. I lay my cards out on the table. Yeah, he gave me everything I need. How he set it up to be when he took the place from me. So watch me brag about my king and enjoy this winning streak as I tell you, read 'em. Show me everything. See the ace up on my king, nothing higher than my Jesus. Read 'em and weep, 'cause he's giving me the best and giving us the best, man. Nothing that can beat us. No,
He set us at the ring. He set us at the ring. Set us at the ring. He set us at the ring. See, he set us up the win. Gave us heaven as our hope. No more sin, suffering. Put me in, let me go. Pure perfection in that place. No temptation in that place. No mistakes are in that place. Singing holy, holy, holy. We casting down our crown. All the credit goes to him. He's the hero, he's the star. We played our part, but in the end, all my righteousness is his. My obedience is his. All the good I've ever done. All the glory goes to him.
read 'em and weep, but show me everything. See that ace up on my king, nothing higher than my Jesus. Read 'em and weep, 'cause he's giving me the best and giving us the best, man. Nothing that can beat us. Nothing higher than my Jesus.
What? What else do you want from us?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
You've reached the end of the Kingdom Builders radio show. Sorry. Tune in next Saturday at 8 p.m. Kingdom Builders in the building! On PraiseAustin.com.